Hello and welcome to another episode of All Out Pummeling. I am JP, one of the coaches of the Titans and Torricats, and I'm joined by my co-hosts.
I am Joe, coach of the Crewkern Crocodiles.
And I am PK, coach of the Luton Town Leafeons.
Nailed it. And welcome
First
to
try.
our round two coverage, where we will be covering the Kanto and the Johto groups. If anyone has seen Audi League, they are covering Hoenn and Sinnoh this week. So yeah, we're swapping it over each week.
Yes.
Should keep it fresh. Hopefully, get you interested in watching both the shows.
I mean, I'm still going to talk about me every week.
Yeah.
Talking about myself every week. But we'll talk about ours like very, very briefly. But yeah, no, we're not gonna keep you all night, you know.
That's the hope.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. As we are getting to PK's match later, is there anything you want to say about your match this week, JP?
Yeah. So our match, me and Becky versus the Kingswood Kabutops, was of course streamed on both ends. So of course you're welcome to watch the VODs from either side of that. It was actually really nice watching Crispy's side of it as well. So the match didn't feel like they had it quite so sewn up in the head. So right towards the end, they were like, "Oh fuck!" And I was sitting there. They're like, "We've lost," and they were just like, "Oh, but what if he does this?" And we're like, "No, it's never gonna happen." Like there was a point where Crispy actually hovered over the dusk, not the Dusclops, the Registeel, and you could see all its moves. It had no moves to hit the Ghost type on, and he was like, "Oh, we've got nothing to get through this Registeel," and they typed about. It's like, GG draw. Like, oh, I win the PP stall. I was like, I can't hit you with anything. I'm burned. But no, it was actually a really, really good game. Stuff went well for both of us. Stuff went poorly for both of us. We got messed up by some bad advice from
Bulbapedia.
From Bulbapedia and Sweeper Calc, both saying that Seismic Toss would do damage to the
Just
Dusclops.
use the regular calc.
I use
Why?
both. Sweeper Calc's so nice to just have all of the Pokemon there on a calculator at once, so you can just at a glance be like, okay, I see
The
all the
showdown
Pokemon stuff.
calc would have
it's
told
not
you the
today.
right thing.
I know. Sweeper Calc's not up to date. It doesn't even have the Alolamons, which is very annoying because it means every time someone brings like a Mimikyu to a game, it's like, fuck, we've got to put that into showdown for 6 Pokemon. But yeah, so our strategy was get stuff weak and then Sunny Day Pyroar kills everything with Overheat. But it couldn't kill a Dusclops or a Pyukumuku, and he bought the tankiest, most annoying variation of his team possible. But yeah, fair play to him. We didn't bring a Defrogger. We'll not make that mistake again. What I kind of wanted to do before this match was like work out exactly how much damage we took from rocks.
It felt like a lot.
Yeah, it
It felt like a lot.
I think I watched a video from WolfClick, the VGC World Champ, and he was saying that the reason why people run Stealth Rocks and stuff, not because it just does low damage, it does about a third of the team's damage over the course of the game normally, so...
Yeah, it's
Especially
free
if you get-
damage. Like,
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting up all the damaging hazards, then yeah, you're getting probably half from you. One mon clicking spikes and Stealth Rocks.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good strat. But yeah, we're not super worried. We've got 1,000,001 strats left in the tank. The problem we had with that game was like, there's about 3 or 4 different things we can do. What's the one we pick for this? Of course, Pyroar was number 1 on my list.
of course it is. That's twice you've brought it now, right? And it's done fuck all both times.
Fuck all. It killed some stuff in the first game, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, it's done more than my Licky Lucky has, so. But we'll get to that.
Yes. Joe, how about your game?
Well, I also brought a nice little tier 5 to my game. I, of course, bought my Shinotic, showed up.
Oh, the bug
Got itself a kill.
Oh, yeah.
Got itself a kill as well.
Big shrew.
Oh, yeah,
Strength Sap is a very good move.
Strength Sap is really damn good.
I didn't actually know how it actually worked. Our League explained it very nicely. That
it takes
the
their
attack stat.
attack stat to the actual number. So if they have like 400 attack or something, it will heal you 400 HP
It's
and then cut
nuts.
their attack in half. Yeah. So most of the time, it's a full heal against anything with any sort of
And lowers
decent
their
offense.
attack.
Yeah.
And then it then cuts their attack by one stage. So the next heal will do
Less,
but
they'll do less damage.
they'll do less, exactly.
Yeah.
So it works quite nicely.
Yeah,
So it came along. That was good. Yeah, did some work there.
I seem to remember some shenanigans with the item.
With a Toxapex, maybe.
My Toxapex ended up with 2 separate choice scarfs, none of which it brought to the game. So it got tricked on to try and deal with it. But then Mark tricked this choice scarf onto my Toxapex, but then didn't have any way to kill it. He thought that would be enough to.
And toxic and things.
Well, it was just like, well, okay, I'll just lock myself into infestation. Yes, infestation.
Oh, that's another
Or
thing
toxic.
you brought. Yeah.
And then just switch out when I need to with regenerator to heal me, because he just didn't really have the damage to punch or even the regenerator damage. So. But then later on, that choice scarf got knocked off, and I was like, sweet, we have freedom again. Then it gets switcherooed back on another choice scarf. I was like, oh, Jesus.
I was laughing so hard while watching that. You're like,
Yeah.
hey, JP, I've just done my match. You want to see it? I was like, yeah, sure.
So I didn't even notice the second choice scarf on it. It's only when you mentioned it earlier, I was like, what?
Me and Rob, I think we were watching at the same time. We were just cracking. He hated your team. He was like, "You disgust me."
I loved it.
As soon as he saw Infestation Toxapex, he was like, nah, fuck off. Yep, you're done. You're done.
I loved it, personally. I thought it was great.
So, it makes sense. It's good.
Yeah.
It always does a chunk of damage, because if they see a Toxapex, they think you're going to click Toxic, so they switch to a Steel type. Steel type still takes damage from the Bug type move, and then takes 8% of their an eighth of their health on top of that. So it's better than a Toxic.
Big Demaglio.
Big play. Yeah.
And then they're trapped in, and maybe they don't want to be. Maybe they were just trying to pivot on to stop a Toxic hitting. Yeah.
What are you doing to that poor boy from Yellow?
Oh, dual of infestation.
It was a joy to watch. That one. But as were a lot of the games this week, some kind of one-sided matches.
Yeah,
just
going
one
from
Mon coming out and winning the game.
Yeah.
For a lot of teams this week.
Yeah, we went from having a very, very close round in the first round to a lot of not close games in the second one. So.
A lot of sweeps, a lot of smashings this week. Right?
Yeah.
Some spicy matchups though, which we will get to very shortly. But should we get into the first game now?
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Okay, right. This is going to be the match between the Luton Town Charmeleons and the what are they called?
The Worsty
The Worsty
Warty
I think you mean the reigning champion of the Luton Town Charmeleons.
Yes, it is Season 4 Champo versus not been Champo yet. and as we know from our league, apparent backseat.
Yeah.
takes a sit in the backseat.
Crispy's too dominant. He's too alpha.
Right. Looking at the lineup.
That's a big Mimikyu. That's what I'm looking at.
It's a big Mimikyu.
It's Totem Mimikyu.
Yeah, which I kind of
thought
was not allowed
banned,
by Showdown, but apparently is allowed because
It doesn't
he's brought
change
it to
anything.
games.
Yeah.
It does. It doesn't change anything. But
Yeah, I know.
I swear I've tried to use Tidal Mimikyu in the past, and it was like, sorry, no, banned.
Maybe it's since there's been like a new gen that are just like, yeah, whatever. Don't care about the old gen anymore.
Yeah.
I don't believe it changes anything. I think John was even saying that it locks your ability in.
Oh, okay.
So you can't switch it to like a hidden ability or something.
Oh, maybe that's why if you've tried to use it in the past, JP, maybe that's...
Yeah, if you try to use the totem form with a hidden ability, it might be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe.
Either that
Sounds
or the Worsty Warty Torts are just big cheaters. Massive cheaters.
Literally massive, Jesus.
Yeah. Totem-sized cheaters.
I've got to say, the Charmeleons have brought quite an intimidating team compared to the Warty Tots this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the top boys, right?
That's the chandelier right there.
Tier 1,
Oh,
a
yeah.
tier 2, a tier 1.
I like how you highlight his lowest tier, Martin.
Because chandelier is fantastic.
It is
Yeah.
very good. It is very good, but it is the
Love
lowest
me
tier
some
one
chandelier.
there.
Whereas,
What about the Steelix?
We've got a fat
that's
cat.
the mega. That's the mega Steelix.
Oh
isn't it?
yeah, yeah. I think that's his mega. Yeah, no, you're right. I was like, Steelix
Yeah.
is a low tier mon, but then it's like, oh yeah,
But it is
it's
the
his
mega Steelix.
Which, as we saw
Is,
last season, put in some work.
and it is our yardstick for a 2-point.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Stickers made it.
Yeah,
But then the War Turtles support that.
a lot of derp-looking
Yeah,
stuff.
they've got what, 2 tier 4s in the Alolan Persian and the Quagsire. They tier 4s? I feel like they're tier 4s.
Yes.
I think
yes,
Alolan
I'm pretty
Persian
sure.
is, but
Yeah.
I feel like Quagsire's not
Quagsire
tier
might even be
5.
tier 5.
Really?
Yeah, it's better than.
Yeah, I feel like it's better than that.
I mean, feel free
Feels
to
like a tier 4.
correct
I
me
am
if I'm
currently looking up.
Excuse me.
How if I can actually click on the Worcester
Yeah, I
Water.
mean, you-
Quagsire is a tier 5.
Hey,
Persian Alola is a tier 4.
Excuse me, Joe. My God,
I feel like
that's
it's better
the
than a
best
tier
tier 5 I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He does die to, a blade of grass.
Yeah.
But it's so unaware.
It is so unaware. And it
it's
is annoying to kill if you
It's a good tier 5.
haven't got a grass move.
Or you haven't got a Tapu Bulu.
Yeah, so I think this match ended up being a little one-sided in the end. John
Yeah.
asked before the show was to say that he played like shit and move on. So we're going to now spend 15 minutes going to exactly what he did wrong at every step.
How bad he was.
Well, should we start with this train wreck of a match? And
Yes. Right then. 3, 2, 1. We're in. John immediately spotting top tier Mons exciting stuff.
I remember
yeah.
the plays here coming out of this damn monkey. Look at it go.
The turn 1 monkey killing the mega, it was hype. But I
Overheat,
also
yeah.
Then,
wanted
but
to
then
talk about
it's more than that.
Oh.
He keeps going. He keeps going here. Gets off a close combat because he's mixed. Does
Yeah.
bloody 70% to that.
That's
Yeah.
lovely.
Oh, he's got sash.
And then he has a sash.
He gets
Yeah.
another attack. So he's
Like, that
KO'd
was
the Steelix.
wonderful
He's
play.
knocked the...
Gets off an earthquake. There's another 70%.
Oh, God, he's knocked...
He's done 240% and is still
Yeah.
living.
So, John, I don't know what you're saying. You played this,
Yeah.
amazing...
First
so
few
far.
turns, blinding.
Yeah,
Blinding few turns.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Then from here, right, literally from this sword stance, shit.
Okay, I mean, there's
Fine
nothing
so
too
far.
wrong with that.
Oh dear.
I don't know his nerf yet, but that's
Okay.
not good.
So now he's got no way to get through this Bulu.
No, he switched out, goes to this, but isn't this... Oh, he's resisted.
Yeah,
the
he's
fighting
got,
steel,
he'll have a
as well.
steel move as well that will be super effective.
Yeah.
Yeah. The grassy terrain's actually healing it up, so that's fine. Yeah.
Oh.
No, Joe, this is where
This
This is where it
stance.
all goes wrong.
you think, oh, cool. Scissors getting some sword stances up. That's good.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Start
get
of turn
burnt.
9. Doesn't get burnt. Okay, this is going to do good damage. Knock off. Okay, get rid of the item.
Leftovers
Lost
gone.
his heel.
Brilliant.
Still good. It's coming, though. It's coming. He
Where
switches
could
out.
Why did he switch
Why
out?
did he switch out?
Maybe he didn't want to get schools burned.
I guess he was afraid of getting burned.
Because he was slower. I mean, but surely you would just keep clicking sword starts to negate the burn damage. Sorry, the burn.
Yeah,
effect.
but I don't know. Maybe you can only go so high in your boost that you still can't out damage the rest heal. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe. It is now toxic now, which is good. But
Yeah.
here
There's
comes
the rest.
Yep.
So what does he have for a rest talk Suicune?
Taunt.
Persian
Yeah.
Alola,
Taunt
it's
is
a
a
nice
great
taunt.
move.
Yeah.
Although maybe I would have waited another turn or two to taunt it so it can't rest.
It's here. The foul, you have no way to kill this. You need to have swapped out.
Yeah.
Taunt it, then leave.
Sure, yeah.
Leaves to something, anything.
I think the taunt's going to fade at the end of this turn, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. So unless he can get another taunt now, but...
He's way
Okay,
faster
he does.
than...
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
much faster than Thingo, so...
The thing is, he's taking a lot of damage just from these scolds.
I love the name of the version. Sarjan.
But the fact that he chose a toxic there and lets this go down, in John's head, he's going, right, I now have 2 turns to kill this Suicune.
Okay.
Let's see what he
Goes
does.
to the Fire Monkey. Close combat not doing a huge amount.
Not
Must be
doing anything there.
a lot of defensive investment.
loses
It's
a
probably
fodder.
full HP, full defense, running Calm Mind, I
Yeah.
would guess.
In a way, that's also good because you managed to get damage.
Taunt's
at another
ended, so he
turn of
needs to go
Toxic.
to something fast here to try and kill. It's
Payoff
just not going to do
The
enough.
rest's going to come out now, isn't it? Yeah.
Because his only
he's got
special
nothing.
option to go to is the Starmie, who probably doesn't have anything for this.
Yeah, you think it
not
would
bring
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt?
Yeah, that's what I would be
you think
thinking.
maybe,
But-
but
Because obviously this isn't Assault Vest because it's using rest.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
You'd think
yeah,
that would be where you'd go, right?
We
if
saw
he
his
had it,
leftovers got knocked off. Like,
Yeah.
so.
so that would have been where I would have gone.
Yeah.
If I happened to be running Thunderbolt. So even a
Which
good
I usually
psychic,
would,
even a good
like-
psychic would have been enough to do 30%, hopefully.
Okay,
If
here
this
it
is-
is. What's it going to do? Psyshock.
See, a side shock again is hitting on the physical side, and this is
This is
obviously
definitely... Oh, but now it's Calmizer. Now it's tanky on both. It's
Yeah.
tanky on both. I mean, now Psyshock is the better option. But he's just
Yeah.
not going to be able to do enough damage.
Resisted Scald is still doing enough to Starmie.
Yeah, Starmie is squishy. Plus, with the life orb ticking away at it, it's just
Yeah.
It's killing itself.
I mean,
Yeah.
would you not be tempted to go to the Scissor now while it's, got
What,
a
and
chance
start
to
dancing?
spam? Yeah, because it might, sleep, talk, rest for like 2 turns, and then he can get up 3 Soul Stances and
Yeah.
kill it.
I mean, don't know if you're going to kill it, but yeah.
there were
At
definitely
least
It's his
ways.
best chance at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were definitely ways around this, but I think just John just didn't think of it or didn't bring it on his Starmie.
Yeah,
I mean,
because
it is
we've only
horrible when
seen
you
it
got
use
this in front of you.
Sword
Yeah.
Stance and knockoff currently, this Sizzle. That's all we've seen it got.
Yes. Will he?
So we don't
Gets
know
burned here,
what
or is it
other
next?
moves he has.
Okay, but still, he's taken 31% from that Scald.
Oh,
There's the burn as
we
well.
see a roost.
Okay, so he's got Roost, so just max out your attack. Do it now!
How does he fuck it up?
Does he
Oh,
get
we'll
crit?
see. Or does he just not?
Or
Oh,
does he just die to the Scald? Ooh, he has to click Roost twice now, maybe 3 times actually. Does he run out of Roosts?
no, he's got 14 of it. Like,
Got Roosts for days!
yeah, he's got roost. Even though he is
Does
burned,
he just
he's
not
still,
do enough damage? Does he get to the max? And
Maybe with
I
the
mean, I
burn,
know
he's
that
just.
the Suicune does just stay here for a long
Yeah.
time.
or does Suicune get off another boost and the Scalds are doing more than the...
Oh,
Maybe,
that could be a thing.
yeah.
There it is. There's the boost. There's the maxed out attack. Still only 2 times attack, really.
How much are we gonna see?
Deep
Are
talk.
we gonna see any?
Combine.
Another
Gets another command.
Oh,
Okay.
no. Okay.
So
ooh, no,
You
no.
gotta think his last move is.
So that's
is,
your
is
best
worse
move?
Is that
than
Bullet
knockoff.
Punch, maybe?
Like probably.
Probably a resisted bullet punch used to hopefully kill either a Kyurem or a Tababuli or even maybe a whole Lucha if it's going mad speed.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Click and knock off then.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just
And then
a shame he didn't.
Thanks a lot.
Plan
He
for
doesn't
this.
care about
What have we
the
seen from this?
boost,
Just
but
toxic.
it's all we've
it's
seen
more
is
recover.
toxic and recover.
Yeah.
It's
Which-
like at this point, what are you doing? Like just
Yeah, there's still 12
what are you recovering
rests
for?
left
What are you
on
doing?
this,
Well, got to get that turn timer up.
that's true.
Speaking
Got-
of timer, that was something I wanted to talk about right at the start of the game because this is like the only game in the league ever where the battle timer's been
Oh, they
on.
actually had a battle
They
timer.
had they had a battle timer
Ah.
on, which Chris said it was fine. So if both of them agreed to do it, it's fine. I personally didn't like that they did it because no one else does it.
I don't feel it's
they
in
both agree,
the spirit.
it's fine.
But I think
it nearly caused an issue because I think Chris DC'd at one point, and then it ended up like 5 seconds left, and then John would have automatically won the match, so he had to turn it off. And then they didn't put it back on. But
it's like, sure, if you both agree to it, but I think a lot of people would might just agree to it if they're asked, because they don't want to be. Don't want to be like, oh yeah, sorry, yeah, we can.
Yeah, because I'm not intentionally slow playing. I just don't want it on my.
What if I could go for a piss or something?
Yeah, exactly.
It's,
I think either everyone has to have it on, or no one should have it on ever.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's how it went. So not a 6-0. But a nice win for Chris after his early defeat in round 1.
Chandler picked up the final kill. Hell yeah.
Yep.
I mean, and after that rip-roaring start from the Infinite there as well.
Yeah.
He just didn't have. He didn't have enough for the Suiku.
He didn't consider it enough during team building, or his things just sort of slowly fell through. One by one.
Yeah, but maybe you just thought it wasn't going to be that much of a problem.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think, if I've got Toxic and, Mega Sizzle on Infernape and Swords Dancing Mimikyu, I think, I've got plenty for Suiku.
Yeah.
Was not meant to be. I thought that was a really good game. John, I think you played pretty good, so don't put yourself down. Right then, let's move on to our next game. And can I remember the two names?
Chuckling at.
This is the
looking at these lineups
versus the Frankfurt Frogadiers. Sorry, I haven't got the names up on my end as I'm saying it, so I'm trying to remember. Trying to be like
now this Limehouse Luxray's lineup just looks like Virizion's taken his kid out with a load of its friends. Having to babysit.
Macro's on the team.
I don't know why the Murkrow's here.
No one knows why the Murkrow's here.
Conversely, also in Tier 5, yet a lot more presence is that Pinsir.
Yeah, the Pinsir, you're like, that's probably going to hit something and hurt.
Yeah.
Murkrow, you're like, don't we care?
Could do anything. And none of it good.
Point, Seb actually mentions about this, the Pinsir, how scary he was of it. But I mean, quite a scary lineup. Well, it's scary-ish. I mean, it's got a Salamence on it. Otherwise, it's a fridge, a turtle, a pink thing, and keys. A hedgehog. But I think that this... You would look at this team and think that Seb has got this, right? That's what I thought when I looked at it. I was like, I mean, what has Tom done?
I feel like he's got this. But it's like knowing what I know, I'm like, would I think that? But no,
But like I said in the other side, it's like, you just don't know what Tom's going to do with his team. It could do anything. It's got a Macro on it.
He does.
I quite like that Salamence look like it's got the Mew and the Shaman like on its shoulders, like little cannons or something. Just equipped and ready to go.
As the preview to Dragapult. That's what it was.
Yeah. It's the Hoenn Dragapult.
The Hoenn Dragapult.
Oh my god. So this game, it was very interesting up to a point, and then it was like, oh, it's just like the rest of the games this round.
The rest of the games that we're covering, essentially.
I can't remember what tech Seb had. I just remember how the game ends. Should we get into it?
Well, shall we
I feel,
head on in? Yeah.
Okay. All right, 3, 2, 1.
Not on hyperfast.
It's Crowley the Crow
versus the Clefable counter.
Mr. Crowley versus... Oh
my god, it's Tornid. It's the best one and it's Runaway.
Blizzard.
Ooh, big Blizzard.
I mean, Rotom Frost has damage.
Yeah,
if it can hit it.
Choice specs. Right. Yeah, that's true. Works nicely on Hail.
Back to his Clefable
count. Yeah. What is the tech?
Yeah. I like that it's actually named. Oh, the
Stealth
tech
rocks.
is Stealth Rocks.
Stealth rocks. Stealth rocks is the counter.
I mean, maybe
But-
it's a mind game. You send out the Clefable counter.
Can we just talk about Crowley there doing 53% of that Mew with a foul,
With the foul play.
Damn.
Using Mew's attack stat, it's stat, right?
Yeah. And super effective.
Yeah.
Volt switch, that is resisted by Virizion. Going into
Jesus
Smash
Christ.
the Hedgehog. Goes back into Ken. I mean, this Clefable is taking a lot of damage on these turns, but it's just going to wish up again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, protect
Not
for
getting
leftovers
hit.
first.
Not getting hit by these stealth rocks. So,
Scouts
so
for
it's
the
magic guard, I guess.
Magic gun.
Yes. Oh, it can't even see it now. Goes into the pincer. What's it going to do? Are we seeing the sword stance?
Bugger all.
Move. Just load its special defense.
But you got
Is
to
it-
think this shaman's got to run away here.
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. There we
Goes
go.
into the key. Oh,
This is a-
that resist. That was a
That
crit.
was a crit, yeah.
Oh, and it did it with the
It did
leftovers.
so little.
Oh, poor pincer.
But here comes the crumb!
Oh, here comes
Oh,
the crow
it's the
again. What's
Oh.
it going to do?
There's a light
Taunt.
screen
It's going
here.
to use taunt again, right?
Taunt, yeah. I mean, that's...
Do the Limehouse Lux Rays
toxic.
not have any better mons that have access to taunt and
Toxic.
Say that-
toxic? Like,
That predict was godlike because he toxicked in the face of a clef key.
That was nice, yeah.
what? Yeah. Well, that is
Wait,
a-
yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good read. A solid
yeah,
read.
that was really good.
Now
Or
we got
really
the
dumb. I'm never sure with a lot of reads. You're like,
If it works, it's godlike.
yeah,
If it
yeah.
works, it was the best thing to do.
Now we've got the Clefable counter behind a light screen.
They both got
What
all
can it
things
do?
in front of them.
Oh, but
Question
Ken
is,
is back to
do-
full.
Do we get the Rotom reference? I need
No.
to see the Rotom again.
So I'm not seeing how this is a Clefable counter. It's got Stealth Rock, U-turn, knockoff, and I'm guessing Soft Boiled as its fifth move.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how that
I see this
counters a
out.
Clefable.
probably just the mind game.
What, Wish and soft boiled?
no, for Mew.
Mew.
Oh,
For Mew.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought you meant
Yeah, yeah. We've seen Wish protect Moonblast, and we know later on it gets Calm Mind. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got
Soft
Stealth
move on
Rocks,
the
U-turn, knockoff on Mew.
It's little Alex Haw! Oh, God.
Tom being a gentleman in the chat. Sorry, I'm playing so slow. I'm lost for ideas. And he's like, no problem. I'm taking just as long. So we've got some gentlemanly manners. in the
Heavy
chat.
light is now gone.
To make that Murkrow tanky.
Oh, forgot about the Synchronizer, just doing it anyway, just for the toxic.
Oh my god, and it toxic the view as well. That
Well, it
Murkrow
only has
somehow-
U-turn, I guess, so... Yeah, at the moment, it either U-turns to switch out or it toxics for damage on this Mew set.
Yeah, goes to the Calm Mind, okay, but it's put him on a timer. Where does he go from here? The Clefable counter shouldn't be out. Toxic against not Clefable.
Yeah, exactly.
Big Giga Drain.
No,
Oh, and the knockoff. So the last move is knockoff.
Oh.
I'm not seeing how this
but
gets
then he's
through a
got
Clefable
justified anyway,
at
so
all.
it powered him up.
He knocks off the leftovers, I guess. You turn, get out of there, Mew. Bring in that Clef Key.
This Mew also has no way to heal itself for now. 'cause
Yeah.
It doesn't have that soft boiled, so...
Yeah, except apart from leftovers, that's, it's got to be able to
Yeah.
live and then.
But then with Toxic working against the leftovers...
Yeah,
Not really gonna...
But the light screen up, alright, he's still got something.
All the hazards are stacking. This is
Yeah,
getting pretty
stacking them hazard.
pretty spicy.
Do we see a defogger on the Limehouse Lux Rays? No,
Well, not anymore.
not anymore.
I mean, unless Clefable has it. I don't know if it can. You must get it right.
I don't think
But
it does.
don't think it's running it. So those hazards are up.
Yes. Do
good
we think
switch
the Clef Key is 0 offensive moves? Because otherwise, that should have just been out against the
Maybe.
Like
thing.
maybe a foul.
Straight away.
Like you think it should have like foul play or something, or draining kiss, or
Yeah, Draining Kiss would have been nice. This game against the grass type again.
So at the moment,
Not
it's
grass,
still
fighting.
all 6 mons up for the Frogadiers. It's looking
but now we
still
see
looking
the
pretty
final
good.
move.
However,
However,
we
Ken
see that
has
it's got
off
calm
a
mind.
single calm mind.
Yes.
And that sets the tone. For
And without an actual counter for this Clefable.
Yeah, if Mew's your counter, or just you're named.
Yeah, I assume the Mew was just named that. I'm not
Just for the mind game. Now we think he's just fishing for defense drops, special defense drops.
Yeah, with the Seed Flare. Who was I was watching with someone, and I was like, oh yeah, it's Magic Guard, so you can't poison it. Therefore, you can't be killed.
Was me.
Oh, big Moonblast coming out.
Seed Flare.
To be honest, I had even forgot about the Magic Guard not toxic in damage.
Yeah, it's
I
really
forgot
nice.
it wasn't just entry hazards.
I like the Seed Flare actually harshly drops the special defense, so
Yeah.
it takes 2 Calm Minds to get it back.
Hmm.
But I mean, now this is an incredibly offensive Clefable.
Oh, but
And
its wish came true.
Oh, go for Air Slash for the flinch, but died to Life Orb.
Yeah. And
Fortunate.
it's cleverly using the wish, knowing that it would die to Life Orb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seen a couple of that this season.
Big Iron Tail.
Ooh, boy.
2 tanky man, 2 big,
Yeah.
2 damage, critical.
Crits him.
3 times
I mean,
boosted.
Interested
almost
to know
probably
what
didn't
would
matter.
the item was on that Salamence.
The Slalamence.
Yeah. Because if it had been like a focus sash, then that would have been able to get the kill afterwards.
I kind of like this Blastoise's name instead of Optimus Prime. It's Optimus 9!
No.
Even resisted hit did 53%.
Yeah.
Wow.
At this point, it's a big,
GG.
big
What's he
girl.
gonna do? Oh, he's gonna light
Big
screen up.
Ken.
We've still only seen 2 moves from this. And it gets crit.
There goes down.
Sadness.
We'll never know.
And suddenly, it's
It's all-
4v3.
Looking a bit pear-shaped.
41
Water Pulse
turns
there.
in, and this Clefable is.
I guess hoping for the confusion on the Water Pulse just to maybe trip by a turn or 2 here and there.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's what, it's 30% chance to confuse, I think, Water Pulse.
I think so. It's about that.
He doesn't even really need to, but he's just, wish calm mining to stall out a light screen as well. So
Yeah.
That's pretty much all he can do at this point because the item got knocked off already on the Clefable, so Mew can't do much.
He took a note out of the Weapon Warlords book and ran Dragon Tail Mega Blast. That Clefable would be not a problem right now.
Exactly.
yeah, he says in the chat, confusion was my last hope.
Yeah, there we go.
So,
Or a crit. Yeah, a crit would have been nice as well. Yeah, didn't. In fact, the only crit that came out was against Seb. Hilariously.
Will-O-Wisp.
it's already toxic, so
Already toxic.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to go for the crit.
Could have
wizard,
clicked
right?
Blizzard and hope it crit. Yeah, I guess that's
or
all.
froze him. Like,
Yeah.
hope for the big freeze, I
yeah.
guess.
47 horrible turns of looking at a Clefable.
Yeah, it was just like, oh, this is the it looks
It's
like
still
the Limehouse Luxrays are on the ropes.
It's just
Oh no,
waddling,
they've won the game.
waddling from side to side. This Clefable, just like do.
Yeah. God, I hate that
So
thing.
now we need to have another match where it's just the Clefable versus the Suicune.
And no one will watch that.
I mean, where are they at? Oh, I guess we can look at that at the end, can't we?
The upcoming matches. Well,
Yes.
we'll get there when we get there.
Cool.
But yeah, there was it was going nicely until it suddenly
Till it
didn't
wasn't.
go nicely. Yeah. So
Exactly the same as in John's match.
Yeah,
It was going
yeah, it
nicely
can happen.
Until it wasn't going so
if you've got a hole in your prep, one that you've not prepared for or thought about, and it just turns up, or it's running a completely different set to what you think,
yeah.
Yeah,
it can just destroy your whole team. Especially if boosting is involved. Usually, boosting is involved.
yeah, almost certainly. Boosting is usually involved.
Yeah.
May God have mercy on us all. Let's get into our third game now, shall we? And this is going to be, it's your boy,
Hello.
PK Joe of the Luton Town Leafeons versus the Bristol Braveries.
The Bisto Bevies, yes.
Bisto
PK.
Me versus Rob.
Can I ask why you are now some sort of, I don't know, elderly bird
Lady?
woman or something? I don't know what.
I think you're fine. I'm a classy lady. I've upgraded from the young punk rock chick to a classy lady. As I'm
Taking off her sunglasses.
Yeah,
Okay, I
is it
can
the
see
same
as
now.
I'm coming ever closer to being 30, I thought I had to, upgrade slightly.
Feeling that age.
I'm feeling that
Creeping in.
age. My bones are already, messing me. But yeah, so me against Rob. I haven't beaten Rob yet so far, and I don't know. I have a memory of I feel like I should never have lost to him in any of these matches.
I don't think you should have lost to him this game either.
No, but there's some things happen, and I'm going to get a little bit of an excuse in beforehand. I probably should not have. I probably should have asked Rob to delay this match a minute for a day or two, because the day we actually fought was my dad's birthday, and so my niece and nephew come over, and my niece was playing with me all day, and so it's quite tiring, kids. Who fucking knew? And then it. So my mind kind of got a bit frazzled, and then we went to play the match, and then turn one made me think, oh yeah.
I knew from turn one you were tilted. As soon as it happened, I was like, oh, he's done.
Tilted.
He's done. He's out of there.
But then I still think I should have won even after that. I clawed it back. But yeah, I mean, going into this, I was like, Mega Venusaur does everything, really. Minus against the Charizard, and it's like I can work around it. I've got synthesis for the sun, so I get an even bigger heal, and I have a good few things for this Charizard, and that was my main issue to try and get past, because Venusaur kind of worked against everything else. If I remember correctly, Venusaur was it was 252 special defense, 252 HP, so it's a tanky Venusaur, but can still kill most things with Earthquake and Sludge Bomb.
So,
why? Were you going to say
why was the Passimian here?
Okay.
So the Passimian had
Or do you
Rock
just want to bring
Tomb.
it? It had
So-
Rock Tomb.
It had Rock Tomb for the Mega Charizard. It was just an extra thing. So it was Choice Scarf. It had just an extra thing to kill Charizard, because that was the main thing I was trying to get around. It also gets Gunk Shot to kill the Tapu Koko.
And
So-
did good damage against Tangrowth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it does good damage against a lot of things.
Yeah, and you're
It's
fighting
got good
type
coverage.
for the Empoleon as well. Which is
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, a lot of my things get Earthquake, so Empoleon wasn't that big of a, big of an issue to me.
Yeah.
Right.
The thing that I was a little confused by, just on the team build wise, was no Ninetales Lola for removing the sun.
Yeah.
Well, it's the thing, because I remember, we talked about it, having it just to switch in to the sun, just to get it's very useful. But Rob has brought Ninetales and Charizard in the past, so he is more likely to get his sun up than I am to ever try to remove it.
I mean,
and trying to
so I
get
guess
an
if
Aurora
you-
Veil against two setters, it's like
If you're
That
saying
was
you're just
against
not-
the dedicated rain team. He bought double weather
Yeah,
setters. We may
that's
not
true.
see double weather setters again from Rob.
that's
But
true.
equally,
But
if you're not committing to fighting that game, you don't have to worry about putting any of your eggs in that basket. If Rob
that's-
overcommits with the weather setters, then it's fine. You've got.
But that's the thing, even if he didn't overcommit with the weather, Ninetales Alola didn't do much against everything else.
Yeah,
Can't
that's
really
true.
take on the
Yeah.
Charizard, can't take on the Koko, can't take on the Espeon. I guess freeze dry the Tangrowth. Empoleon, it doesn't do much to it. So it just wasn't the best pick. Same with Bisharp. I could Iron Head, Sucker Punch a few things, but it wasn't really worth bringing.
Sure.
I can see that.
I
yeah.
can see that. So.
Yeah. So we have. So now Ninetales is the only one that I've not brought so far, because we have the first appearance of the Talonflame.
Yeah.
I was going to question it, but actually, it's pretty good in this match, right?
It is.
Yeah,
Because you can smack the Tangrowth, you can smack the Hitmontop, you
Smack
can
the Espeon.
you can outspeed the Espeon, the Koko, and the Charizard, and you can smack the Empoleon. At least literally.
So this was it's a full speed, full attack Talonflame with a Fire MZ. It has both Flare Blitz and Flame Charge. If I want to, get a quick speed boost, so I can definitely outspeed a non-choiced Koko. So, yeah. So most of the killing would have been done by Flare Blitz or Brave Bird, or the Z move. But if I got if I got a flames charge off, I'm faster than everything on his team without a choice scarf. So again,
I love
that's
flame
my way
charge.
to kill things. Yeah,
Such a good
it's really nice, isn't it?
I always get chastised for
But
it.
spoiler alert, we don't get to see it because I tilted a little bit midway through this
did.
game and the start of this game, and I think we should probably get into it.
Yeah.
Yes, and I will get mad all over again.
And I will show you why it's the best choice, even though it didn't work out.
Okay, right. 3, 2, 1.
Pal.
Straight away. Donny Fam
Yeah.
out against them.
And I was like,
Shit.
it's like, all right, I'm gonna earthquake here. I'm gonna earthquake here. I was like, although if I get the stealth rocks up, it's free. And then he switched into Espeon, and I was like, okay, this is fine. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what it does. I just completely forgot about it.
Can you pause it 1 second? I lost the games on my end. So capture went. It will come back.
Do you want to just restart? Or...
Yeah, it's
right.
restarted. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it is back up. Right, 3, 2,
3, 2,
1.
1. Slow.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. So as I was saying, I was definitely going to earthquake here. Definitely earthquake, and it's like, oh, but I can just get out the rocks for free. Actually, it's okay. It's not bad.
For free, he said.
And I had completely forgotten about Espeon. Everything in the calc was just like, oh, I can fight Espeon. It's going to psychic me. It's going to do whatever. And then just forgot about its ability entirely. And then it used Reflect, and I was like, oh no.
Like Clay there, we see.
Yeah.
That's an interesting choice. Have a support Espeon, but...
I just knew the whole magic bounce thing was good.
Absolutely soaked up that psychic there.
Yeah, but at this point, I was like...
The reflect was still up, PK.
Yeah.
What you doing? What you doing, son?
Against the Mega Charizard, it had Rock Slide as well, but I was kind of
Half the Charizard.
No, it just had Rock Slide. I changed it in the end, but then I was just like, I just need to explode, get damage off, just get any damage off, just explode. It's the most damage thing I've
You were
got.
supposed to eat the hit.
I know, but I tilted from.
You were like, yes, this is my Charizard counter, and then just exploded as soon as you first saw it. And I was like, well, you've just lost your counter to Charizard, you idiot.
It wasn't the only count. It wasn't the only Charizard thing. It was my main thing. This does everything to it. But yeah, I had calced that I was going to live on that with my full special defense, full HP, and I calced that I was going to get the big heal off. As long as he doesn't flinch me, I'm fine here.
Yeah, that's right, you can.
But 30% chance.
Again, I'm running the risk, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to stall out the reflect, and then it's just
Talonflame now. I don't know.
The Talonflame on the rocks.
Yeah.
On the rock spear.
Yeah, because at this point in my head, it's like, right, I need something to come in clean. But the only thing that I can do is sacrifice Talonflame to get in a clean, go in, and then we get
got a rapid spin on that Donphan.
I don't think I did. No, I had Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Knockoff, and Toxic.
This is where you rapid spin now, and I get even more mad.
No. But then again, I feel like I just Earthquake here, which is what I should have done turn 1. Yeah. Oh no. Oof. Oh, I switched it in. That's what I've done. Yeah, okay. This is what I should have done turn 1, and I was telling myself I was going to do until I saw in my head a way to get a nice little edge. But as it turned out,
cheeky little bit of Stealth Rocks.
Yeah.
Down goes Donny Pham.
And then
I'm starting to run out of options here.
I mean, it's not
but
too
at this
bad.
point, I'm not. In my head, it's like I kind of recovered from this point. It's like, okay, from here, I could actually still make this work.
Yeah,
because I've got
Venusaur is tanky as balls.
Venusaur, as long as I play around the Charizard, Venusaur still is perfectly fine here. And getting Scalded is great because I mean the only physical move I've got is Earthquake, Earthquake and Knockoff. But I'm not trying to kill things with that really. It's
Can I just say, Ice King is a shit nickname.
It's no Icy Penguigo.
There's no Icy Penguigo. That's correct.
Yeah. But the Flash Cannon kind of threw me a little bit, and I was like, oh, this is doing more damage than I was expecting.
Is this... Oh, no, it's not choice, actually, because we've seen it switch. So... You got to remember that it does have 111 special attack or something, doesn't it?
Yeah, I forget that.
Yeah, it's surprisingly hot.
Empoleon did have leftovers, but they'd been knocked off. Yeah. So I'm just, I'm just trying to play around most as I can. I've got 3 synthesis left, so I'm just trying to whittle something more down when I can. Because I know I still have a choice Persimmon in the back who can put
very
in
worried
work
we would just see a
against-
roost here. Because the penguin runs roost a lot of the time, and I was like, if that roost, you've got nothing to get through that.
What choice
So-
item is the monkey?
choice scarf. So the only thing it
Scarf.
can't do well against is the Tangrowth.
Yeah, I mean, everything else is weak
Yeah.
enough that, Persimmon might be able to get the kill. So you just need to kill the Tangrowth.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
And
send in
obviously-
Persimmon early to try and kill something, bait in the Tangrowth, maybe.
Fortunate miss there,
Yeah,
but
good
I
air slash
feel
miss.
like
Probably wouldn't have
it
killed,
wasn't
but-
it wasn't going to kill me.
No.
And I am faster than everything except the Coco left.
Rob with the slanty face at the miss.
Yeah, the miss. It's like it wasn't going to kill me. Chill out.
Oh, living the U-turn, but now
That was
it's
very
got a Tangrowth.
fortunate. That live was
So
fortunate.
this
for
is
sure.
like best case scenario for you right
Yeah.
now. You got your special mon with Psyshock against.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Draco miss.
Right, I don't know if you want
Savage.
to pause it here for that.
Yeah,
Draco.
actually, I do
Because
want to pause it there.
You
Okay.
have a few things to say about this.
So the Latios just went down there. You are a greedy fuck for clicking Draco
Yes.
Meteor there.
Yes, I am.
All you had
'Cause-
to do was click another damaging move to weaken that enough so that Persimmon and Venusaur could get the kill. But no, you
Yes.
you get greedy, you miss, and you do no damage.
But in my eyes,
No,
I
you're
don't
fine.
see it as getting greedy. I see it as Draco Meteor is obviously the biggest damaging move I can get off against this thing. This is a regenerated
Would it have
mon.
killed?
It would not have killed, but Persimmon could have come in and done enough damage. I'm not
or
sure
just
that
killed the thing.
Yeah,
that
I'm not
switches into
sure
it.
Persimmon could have come in and killed it with the move that it needed to do. I think the best thing I had against it was Gunk Shot, which doesn't do a lot of damage against it. So in my eyes, I needed the most damage off because obviously in case it switches out, it's going to be Regenerator, which is going to be even more problematic for me because I'm going to need even more damage from somewhere to try to fight it.
So
Venusaur can fight it, but he will just go to Charizard, and then I'll be fucked.
Well, with
So,
another 33% on this thing, it's on 34%. I'm sure either Persimmon with a Poison Jab or Venusaur with a Sludge Bomb can do about 33% to it.
Yeah,
hit
let's
whatever
go
comes
my
in.
custom set. So, Persimmon versus Tangrowth. Do we see it has an Assault Vest? It doesn't matter. But, so,
item exists.
if I wanted to... So, based on what I've got here, you're probably right. Like, Close Combat, if it's not physically defensive, Close Combat would have done like 41%, which is what I would have gone for instead of Over the Gunk Shot, which would have
Yeah.
done 55, but it's got a higher chance to miss.
Yeah.
So you're probably right that I should have clicked Side Shock again, but in my mind, getting the most damage possible was
I mean,
the
obviously,
correct play.
if Draco Meteor would have hit, it would have been the better
Yeah,
play.
if Draco Meteor would have hit,
exactly.
I feel I would have won this game because he can't do
Persimmon would have
anything
cleaned
to. Yeah, Persimmon would have just cleaned up. Yeah,
Swept.
yeah.
Um,
And I
mean,
still had
unfortunate miss,
Venusaur
but-
on 77%, so I could switch Persimmon out to get another,
yeah, switch your move.
yeah,
Yeah,
move
exactly.
switch.
Yep.
Yeah. But unfortunately, Draco Meteor misses, and that really cost me. Although I was on a, losing edge from the start.
Yeah. I mean, to me, you still weren't out at this point. You still could have had a chance.
Yeah.
Well, should we continue?
Should we
Yeah,
continue?
let's carry on.
So we on turn 28, are we?
Yep.
So it's on turn 28, but the thing's just died. So
Okay,
we'll
yeah.
play it. The next thing, the next turn will start.
Okay. So
3,
3, 2, 1. Okay.
yeah, so it goes down. It goes down to the
Harsh
knockoff
Sunlight
from
faded.
Tangrowth.
Simeon is out. Okay.
Yes.
Are we going to see how much you do with the gunk shot? You do 58%, PK. You do 58 goddamn percent.
And the poison as well.
Oh,
The poison there is enough to finish it off.
But you've lost the choice scarf, which is
So with the poison, the Latios didn't matter at all. It just happened
Yeah.
to die.
And then getting the choice scarf knocked off obviously means I'm just going to die to Coco because
That's true.
and or
You don't have the
Charizard
speed.
because Persimmion's not fast enough. And then he said
True.
moves obviously
Okay.
because he can.
You have a super effective move for this type of Coco.
I do have a super effective move for this Tapu Koko.
Okay. You click center. That's fine, I think. Because wait, how much is it? No, Brave Bird did 64%.
Yeah, you
So
died
just
of Brave Bird.
died of Brave Bird.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. And this goes down as well, so it is a 1-0, but
But
you could have got
You
the
could have
kill,
just clicked Such Bomb
but,
and got the kill.
but then you still died to the
But then I still
Charizard.
died to the
Yeah,
Charizard.
yeah,
so
slash,
once
so.
the Choice Scarf had gone from Persimmon, that was my last my last hope, unfortunately. And yeah, I'd forgotten what fucking Espeon does, and then again, it's another loss to Rob, which I hate losing to.
Everyone likes losing to
3-0
Rob. He's
now,
such a
like-
terrible winner.
And a terrible loser.
Yeah.
He's just terrible.
Sorry, Rob, but you're just terrible. New season, same old insults.
Actually, to be fair, Rob's been very nice to me recently, so I've got a lot of time for Rob.
I do, but I still
He's
don't
just
like to
he's
lose.
buttering you up to really get you,
As soon as we're going to head into the ring, the mind games are going to start again. I'm like, you fucking piece of shit.
It was all that time you spent together in the fires of Mordor. That's what it was.
We bonded over that Tapu Koko that you didn't put back. I just love it. In the chat, you were like, it was kind of over from turn 1, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm like, I knew it! Fucking knew it!
I tilted so hard. I was like, you motherfucker. How could
I think from the
forget this?
licky explode, I think that was actually where you lost the game.
It's like, how could I forget it? Yeah, at that point, I was like, I just need to do damage to something. Licky. I should have rock slid.
I think
but-
the Rock Slidoo would have still done a good maybe 40%.
Yeah.
Like it would have been marginally worse than the explosion.
Yeah,
And you
and then
could have
again,
just sort of
obviously,
sat
with
there and been fine.
So
How much did the explosion
Charizard.
do? Yeah,
It did exactly 50%.
And
Or
this
51
Charizard
or
doesn't-
49.
Yeah, Charizard doesn't get hit by another move. So, I mean, Stealth
Yeah.
Rocks would have been clutch as well.
It wasn't. Was it? Apparently, I've got Rock Tomb on here instead of Rock Slide. So Rock Slide would have done behind a Reflect would have done 30 to 37. Explosion did 48 to 56. So yeah, it would have slowed down the Charizard as well, and I could have killed it with a Seismic Toss. Like, but
Rip.
that's how tilt goes.
hey,
That's how tilt works.
That's the game of Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's the way it
And Rob was
goes.
like, "Oh, is that the Licky tech?" And I'm like, "No, don't you worry."
I
gonna
was
be
like,
brought to
you
a
had
lot
the
more
licky
matches.
licky tech when you were telling me about it, and then you
I
didn't
know,
do
I
it.
did, and then I switched, and then I didn't do it. God, I've got many more things planned. Don't you worry.
I do look forward to it. I'm extremely excited for everything licky licky.
Yeah, and spoiler alert for the segment after this, you're gonna hear a lot more about it.
Jesus.
Okay,
Right.
well, we're going to race on towards it with our final game, and this is going to be the Swindon Slowbros versus.
The Barn Street Bidoofs.
Thank you.
The Slowbro.
See the name?
Yeah.
I've got the logos up.
Slowbro is coming off a crushing game 1. Go get something back. I need that per half levels. But yeah.
Oh.
They needed to win, didn't they? They needed to.
They
win.
needed to win. So yeah, to get back some sort of respect.
Anyway, right. Let's have a look at the team. So once again, a very strong rain lineup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Consisting of 3 water types. No, sorry, 4 water
Four
types.
water types. Yep.
And a psychic and a bird.
Yeah, it's a nice bird right there.
And we've got a couple of tier 5s coming out for the Snowbirds. They got the Kecleon and the Raichu. Tanner the Raichu.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
So I helped with the prep for this match.
All right.
For John. And the Floatzel is an absolute beast.
In
Absolute
the couch.
beast.
Yeah.
Actually,
it's
I
just-
remember when we watched it together, you were like saying like, "Oh, it should be okay because he's got this," and then it just doesn't happen. You're
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
no.
And also the Crawdon is literally, I think, has super effective stab for
Everything,
the Slowbro's
something.
entire team, bar like one mon.
Oh.
It's like everything. Like if you look here, I think it's the Araquanid is like the one. or something.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause
the
it-
one.
And then you
Yeah.
got to get through that Araquanid. Presumably, you can get through with the
Well, he's got the
Zapdos.
Zapdos is the perfect counter, right? It's
Yeah.
the flying to resist the bug, the electric to
Yeah.
KO the water.
Yeah, there was I had to have a lengthy chat with John after this match. I was very disappointed in how it went.
Disappointed with you, John.
I did. I was swearing a lot as I watched it, and I went,
You were.
I'll be back, and then just had to go downstairs and be like, right, we're gonna go through your match right now.
I brandishes a whip and a chain.
Yeah.
Like, right.
Was it me and Sam, Jill, or was it me and Rob watching it with you? I can't remember. We were like, oh no.
Yeah, it was.
Is John
not-
okay?
it was not a
What
nice-
did you do
Well,
to him?
See, so the thing is, since then he's been doing some practice games, and he's had the revelation that he doesn't need to rush.
Yeah.
And I've told him this a few times. I said, there's no rush. Like, we have some games that go over an hour, but
Obviously, we don't want
he's
them
just
to,
been panic clicking moves because I don't know, for some reason.
Maybe he just doesn't want to play slow. Doesn't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, he just for some reason. And since he's been playing slower and thinking about it, he's been having a lot of success in playing on ladder and things. And it's like, right, now just do that in your games. You've got even longer because there won't be a battle timer in there.
But not the next game, hopefully. Games 4, you can do that.
No, the next game he's going to be fully super serious. Really, I don't know.
Get my guard up.
I gotta think. What? I'll have to look at the calcs and see how he kills a Mega Venusaur. I don't know if he can. That is the question. Can he kill a Mega Venusaur? If he can, then he can probably win. If he can.
Hurricane
shit.
Pelipper with the choice
Hurricane.
specs. Hurricane Zapdos with the choice specs as well.
How does he
Does
not
Zapdos get
freeze?
Hurricane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost certainly.
Sick.
Almost certainly. That's why it's good on rain teams.
Sick.
I mean,
We're
it's good on
taking you
rain
down.
teams because good on rain teams because it has thunder.
Yeah.
I want to say that Zapdos doesn't get Hurricane, but I'm
you
almost
might be right.
certain. Yeah, it doesn't because I
Really?
think that was
Is it
one of
just
the
air
things.
slash?
Damn.
Yeah, that's one of the things when I used it, 'cause it was like it just doesn't get Hurricane. It's not.
Is it
Yeah,
Articuno that gets it. I know, like
so-
definitely some of the birds get it.
yeah, its best flying stab is like air slash aerial ace, drill peck, fly.
Yeah.
Oh no, it doesn't even get air slash; it gets air cutter.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So it's best.
Okay.
It's not great.
Yeah, it
That makes
doesn't
sense.
really
We,
have flying stab. Right.
Prepping for this, the Floatzel actually in the rain with 0 speed investment, still outspeeds everything on the Slowbros team.
Because there's a ridiculous speed
Yeah,
stat.
it's
doesn't it?
115 or something. So
Palatail.
yeah, exactly. So basically, we ran. It was 0 speed, max HP, max
That's
attack,
a good way to go.
adamant,
Adamant, yeah.
with a life orb, and it did about 80% to absolutely everything, depending on what move it clicked.
Nice.
So it was just like the game plan I said to her was like, just soften some things up, bring in Floatzel in the rain, and just win. However, because everything was 0 speed investment, without the rain, he was super slow.
Yeah.
So
Let's see.
yeah, there was. I think that may come up, but should we hop on in?
Yeah.
Right, I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. Here it is. It is Kunlun.
Kunlun. Spiky Dave.
Spiky Dave. Discharge there.
Do like a bit of Spiky Dave.
Didn't do a lot of damage, so
Or
he's
is it
thinking maybe an
Spiky
assault
Dave?
vest.
Spiky Dave.
Leftovers gonna. I mean, it could be assault vest, or it could just be a full special D.
Oh, the
static
static though, which is a lot better than pressure, which I was forgetting to change every time.
Flappy Dave.
Oh, we got Spiky Dave and Flappy Dave.
you just got a team of Daves. Pumpkin spice. Okay, goes for the U-turn. Super effective.
Get it? Pumpkin spice latte. Badumts. Yeah, that's what it is. But, yeah.
See, I didn't
Big
get that.
Dave coming out.
Get that over.
Big Dave.
Superpower.
Superpower.
No, what are you doing?
This was my first. See, this thing had Ice Punch. It had Ice Punch, and I went to him and went, "Why didn't you click Ice Punch?" And he was like, "Oh, I sort of rushed and didn't look at the type chart."
Now it's got
And
to
it was like,
reflect. Now
right,
it's got to
well,
reflect up.
Now you're fucked because you did that wrong.
Yeah.
And again,
Yeah. Okay, I mean, Floatzel's out in the rain.
Joey the Floatzel coming out,
But we
ready
need
to
the
mess up
acronym.
the Slowbros.
We need the
Ray and Dom Gaming.
Was it actually called Joey?
Yeah, it's called Joey, old Joey.
Shit,
Yeah.
Joey.
Oh, but this as well, the lightning rod onto the Tanner.
Oh, here's where
okay.
things start to go really
A
wrong.
nice
Yep.
predict on
Good play
Bros
by
game.
the Bros
Yeah.
part.
But now the
Nice
rain
predicts.
has just ended.
That's right.
The rain just ended. I don't think John caught on to the fact that the rain ended, so he lost his speed boost, and then he
And
just
his
takes...
sticky webs as well.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true, yeah.
Goes to the nasty
So-
plot. You can't nasty plot in the face of a boosted Raichu.
Yeah, this is what I said here, is
Kill
if
it.
you had just clicked the damaging move,
Like, just kill
it would
it.
have been okay.
Yeah.
They still went for the thunder, which is, fair enough.
And then, yeah, this is just...
At this point, surely... Yeah, because you
So-
can't really bring Pelipper in because you know you're going to get hit by thunders, but you
Yep.
kind of need to bring in, like, Crawl
Well, I think Floatzel still
Floatzel,
outspeeds even
after sticky.
after sticky webs in the rain, I think.
But I guess
Here
now
we
you bring
see it.
in
But it's
Floatzel
just
to
not
try
quite
to do
strong enough to
something.
finish. Like, it doesn't really do 100% everything.
Yeah. But
Oh,
it
yeah.
can do a good chunk to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's
And then-
up to
and here-
Crawdon.
Crawdon that is running Aquajet in the rain. It's running it, but does he click it? No, he doesn't. He could have got a kill there at the end because the Aquajet would have done enough. But
Sad
sadly,
times.
sadly a 6-0. But hopefully he has learnt that he doesn't need to rush and he can just
Just take it
take
slow.
it easy, click
I
his
mean,
moves.
I don't want an hour and a half long game, but he should take it slow for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only reason why people play quickly is either, they're, experienced at the game, so they kind of know what they're doing, or they're just using a flowchart of like, I click this move now, I click this move now.
That's what I do. That's why I generally click my moves very quickly.
Don't let these people just do what they want. You gotta fucking take your time.
Yeah.
Get these turns done the way you want them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think it through.
Yeah,
Don't
but
rush.
he's still new, so it's like
Yeah.
presumably
was-
like by the playoffs for definite he'll be like
Yeah,
We've had enough
I
matches
was
under
like,
his
I
belt.
thought this was gonna go well. I was like,
yeah. He's got
the
the plan.
prep
he's
was
got
there, the plan was there, the advice was there, the move sets were there.
Yeah.
It was all like, this could be and then he just clicks like close combat against the laddie behind a reflect, and I was like,
when he has ice punch, and it's like
yeah,
oof,
the ice
yeah.
punch might have killed. I think.
I mean, he
something,
didn't have
and then-
reflect up
Yeah.
before he got.
So, but
this
an
is-
ice punch
Yeah,
would have done
without
enough,
reflect.
and then an ice punch even through the reflect would have finished it off. So then it would have
Yeah.
been a dead latte, and there would have been It was sad to see some choices go wrong there.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately.
hopefully he will take his time in the future.
Swindon Slowbros with a fraudulent victory there, and give
The
them a lot of
younglings!
points back.
The younglings.
How could they?
Oh,
Right.
but then I've got to be the bad guy.
Right, well, it's time once again to put the spotlight onto PK.
Just how I likes it.
As we go into everyone's favourite section, that is the name rater, and it's the Luton Town Leafeons today.
Bow.
Once again, before we get into PK's names, please do send us your nicknames.
Yes.
There's only so many we can do, just one before we need to start bashing them out.
Yeah,
'cause
we
there's
should be getting
more
up to
teams
our
than rounds.
doubling up soon. So
Yes.
yeah,
Right.
send them in.
Get him in
Okay.
to us.
What is
Right.
your Venusaur called?
So, my Venusaur is called Arnoldi Hoshikawa. But there weren't enough
Sorry,
Weeble.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, it's an all pummeling name.
All right,
Well,
if you guys at home are playing the drinking game to go along with
The
this
bingo.
name rater, it's every time there's a weeb alert, have a shot, and you won't be able to walk by the end of it.
Okay. So yeah, Arnoldi Hoshikawa. So the Venusaur is essentially a frog with a corpse lily on its back. That is, and the name for the corpse lily is Rafflesia Arnoldi. but I didn't want to call it Arnold or Arnoldy just in general. But Corpse Lily reminded me of an anime, another Weeble Up, called Zombieland Saga.
Oh,
yeah,
I know.
which is a show about a load of young girls from different time periods who get killed, and then get killed, reincarnated as zombies, and then made to become a band and become the biggest band in Japan. And one of the girls in the zombie band is called Lily, who's called Lily Hoshikawa. So that's where we get Arnoldi Hoshikawa from.
They have a really good rap battle in like the second episode.
They really do. It's animated so sick as well. Like, oh, it's fantastic.
Getting all up in their grill.
Hell yeah.
They're doing this rap battle for like an old people's home as well. They're really offensive with each other. The old people are like, yeah.
And then you have the punk guys throughout the series who just keep coming back to their concerts like, these girls are really good. It's great. It's fantastic. It was a very funny show to watch.
Yeah.
Alright, next up, we have the Latios, which is called Kindred Spirit.
Okay.
So
is that in relation because Latios, Latias? Or?
Yes, so it's for both the fact that there is a Latios and a Latios both in the league this year, and that they are kindred spirits, and it's also a reference to the League of Legends character Kindred, which is the Runeterra personification of death, and you have a lamb and a wolf, and they are both stronger as one. So that is what they can.
The other.
Exactly. So that is where we have the kindred spirit in the Latios.
I like it.
Yeah.
That is interesting, actually, because neither of the Latis were drafted last season, and then both of them were drafted this season.
Yeah. Very
Everyone was like, what do you mean we can't have the mega? Fuck that. It's like, wait, no one's drafted the Latis last season. What are we doing?
Yes. Third up, we have the Ninetales Alola, which is going to be called Velkhana. Velkhana is the cover Elder Dragon for Monster Hunter Iceborne. It is an ice dragon. I went through many sort of like names and trying to find things from mythology about ice foxes and all that, and there's just nothing really stuck. So as we've been playing Monster Hunter Iceborne recently, and I'm very much enjoying it, thought give it the honor of being called Velkhana.
Rip the league plays. I was like trying to get an episode out. I was like, but we've got to play Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
They keep dropping events thick and fast.
I know. I've only got until Valentine's Day.
My grinding lands
and then the
so
Sonic
low
movie's
level.
Sonic move.
Actually, didn't even think. And I've only just thinking about like my character is literally called Kahana in that, and it's Velkhana. Didn't even notice.
That's why JP kept calling. He kept making the joke constantly. Did you not pick up on the hundreds of times he said it, and it really ground my gears?
I was just thinking about Velkhana. Oh yeah.
Fun fact while we're talking about Monster Hunter. So me and Joe, we've attained the coveted rank of the Sapphire Star. It means you've completed the hardest mission in the game.
Base game.
You are,
in the base game.
In the base game, yeah. It shows that you are like the best of all the hunters out there, and everyone in the game sucks your dick, essentially. PK, however, has not attained that rank. And
I've played
he is but a lowly emerald.
The Emerald Rhombus.
I'm not a Sapphire.
No Sapphire Star over there. No.
So to beat that mission, you have to get Hunter rank 100. I've played this game for 170 hours, and I'm Hunter rank 91.
Emerald Rhombus.
I mean, it's still an Emerald Rhombus.
I mean, it fits. Look, you got your green. You represent
Emeralds,
green.
yeah.
You've got a Leafeon as your logo, and you've got the box around you is green. So you're the Emerald Rhombus.
This is where you need to morph his camera into a rhombus shape and tint it green for the rest of the
It's already
stream.
got a tinted green already.
Soon I will be the Sapphire Star, and I will have none more of this.
I'd just like to say, JP, I'm actually a double Sapphire Star.
You're a double Sapphire Star?
Well, yeah, I've got it on console and on PC.
Shit, son.
Yeah.
Because
I'm also the thing above a Sapphire Star, but I won't
that's Dr.
spoil
Boss
that.
Sensei.
Well, I am Dr. Boss Sensei. Check my hunter card. That's my name right there.
I mean, I like to think that, me and you did it properly when, it was just the base game and it
was actually a
hard.
challenge. Yeah.
Whereas now our resident Delibird, who's also now a Sapphire Star, did so.
Did so
and I've still got to get
overpowered equipment from the TLC, being like, oh, it's easy.
And that is what I'm going to do as well.
Yeah.
Just wait until you get to the new Sapphire Star quest in
Oh, God.
I'm going to queue up for a quest for Rajang, get you to all join, and then I'm going to quit out and watch you just die to Rajang repeatedly.
I can died a lot to Zenoga. Like, that's Rajang.
It would just be like when me and Delibird tried to take on Basil Goose and with severely underpowered equipment. It was like, no, please die, there's 2 tempted Basil Gooses.
God. Right, returning to chat for the people who aren't us, who are playing a lot of Monster
Hunter. You can
Hunter.
see why other Pokemon stuff's been delayed. Monster Hunter has taken over our lives.
Yeah, literally. Got back on that train. On the train. Yeah. So, fourth, we have Bisharp, and this is named Cardinal Sin.
Cardinal Sin.
Explain yourself.
So, Bisharp is a combination of Bishop, aka the chess piece, and also a religious name, and Sharp for its blades. The Japanese name is Kirikiri-zan. So it's to mince or to cut or to slay, and kill it.
To mince?
Yes, to mince, to cut.
I'm mincing about.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of
posture, doesn't he? Yeah. he would mince.
Yeah. A lot of bishops are also cardinals in the Roman Catholic faith, and to slay is a sin. So a cardinal sin. That is the Bisharp right there. Cardinal sin. Right.
I like it. I like
now
it.
I just want him to be called Mince. And
Yeah. The mincer.
Okay, next up we have Donny Pham. So yeah, this is the Don Pham. It's had a lot better nicknames previously. This is probably the worst nickname it's ever had. Not gonna lie. So previously it was Donald Tusk and then Donald Trunk. But he's just a nice member. It's just big old Donny, the Donny Pham right there. And it's Pham instead of Fan because he is the family. He is part of the family, which is the most important thing in the Fast and Furious series. Yeah. So that's the Don Pham.
Are you sure it's not cars? I feel cars are the most important thing in the Fast and Furious series.
Diesel will let you know that family is the most important thing of all.
I don't know. I don't think they would have gone very far without their cars.
Alright, next up we have the Talonflame, and Talonflame is called Avisada, or Avikada, however it's pronounced. The Bazzers, also known as Avikada, are a bird of prey, which is kind of what Talonflame's stomach markings are based off of. Oh, okay. And the name Avisada is Avikada is from the Latin literally for killer bird. So I thought it's not a bad name for a Talonflame right there.
Yeah,
that's pretty
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Next, after that, we have the Jellicent, and Jellicent is going to be called Haribo. It's quite a visual thing for this one, especially the fucking shiny Jellicent, which is bright green, which just very much reminds me of the the Haribo sweets right there.
Yeah. Oh, he's soft and chewy.
He's
squishy.
He's not Bassett soft and chewy. He's Haribo soft and chewy.
You got to make that distinction.
Yeah, exactly. He's no soft and chewy vitamins.
I want to chew it.
The ice cream Chewits was just so good, and there's sour ones with us as well. God, I love Chewits. Haven't had them fucking.
Yeah, but when you unwrap them, then you get it's just paper stuck to it.
Yeah, that's only if they've been melted for a while.
Yeah.
Right, we have the Persimmon. Persimmon is going to be named Kendrick. Persimmon's a lemur. and
Is
one
it?
of the best. Yeah, it's
It's
based
a
off a
raccoon lemur.
It's based off a lemur, and one of my favorite albums in the last decade is Kendrick Lamar's "Good Kid, Mad City." He's a very famous rapper, JP.
So is he Kendrick
yeah.
Lemur?
So he's
is that what you're going
instead
for?
of Kendrick Lamar, he's Kendrick Lemur. So we have Kendrick
I like
the.
I do like that. I
Yes.
would have gone with something like Melon Head because it's got a melon on its head.
It does have
Hey,
a
melon head.
melon.
Get the melon head.
I will allow you to do the Crustle before the Licky Licky because
Yes, I was going to say I'm going to skip over the Licky Licky and have it as our very final thing. And my crossel is called Bang. Bang in a reference to Spike Seagull from Cowboy Bebop and the fact that it's
Weeble.
Yeah. In the preview, we mentioned that Crossel's got to carry all that weight on its back. And if you're going to carry that weight, you're going to make me think of Cowboy Bebop. So, in an ode to Mr. Spike Seagull and the fact that it shell smashes, it's going to be called Bang. Yeah.
Bang.
I was thinking, either the Sillet Bang thing, or like Bang Shishigami from.
Yeah, I was thinking
is
Bang
it-
Shishigami.
It's the
Guilty Gear, or
reference
is
to.
it the more anime?
Is it Guilty
Blast
Gear or Blaze
Blue.
Blue?
Blast
Yeah,
Blue.
Oh, Blast Blue, yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Yeah, it's no banging, but thingo.
The more anime one than the already anime fighting.
It's the anime or anime. Although speaking of that, I really want to play the Grand Blue Fantasy game. I've never played the mobile game.
Weeble. Actually, before I
Yeah.
want to play the shit out of that.
Yeah,
Is that the one that's got Ruby characters in it as well?
No, that's BB Tag. That's BlazBlue Cross Tag. But Grand Blue is based off of the massive.
Wait, are you talking about the fighting game or are you talking about the actual RPG?
Both. But
So I want to play the
fighting
big
game.
grand RPG.
I want to play both. Like, the fighting game has recently been released within the last couple of days, and it seems to have been. It's an anime fighting game, but it's more forgiving and welcoming for like the Street Fighter players and Tekken players. They've taken a lot of influences from other things. It's not like full air dashing anime like Guilty Gear, but there are some characters who do that. But then there are some more, sort of like Street Fighter footsie based characters, and I'm really I really want to try it, but it's not out in English yet. I think it's not coming out for a while.
The RPG looks sick. It's
Yeah.
a co-op like multiplayer. But I don't think it's an MMO. I think it's just like more like you get a
Offline, yeah.
offline party with a bunch of friends or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, you just have like I've only seen the one trailer for like this.
Yeah.
It was a gameplay clip from some convention of them just doing a boss fight, and it looked fucking sick. It looked absolutely gorgeous. Huge team fight combo moves. It was just like.
Yeah, I've never played the mobile game, but the only mobile game I play is fucking Duel Links. But I have watched the Grand Blue anime, so I know
I've
the
started
main
watching the
characters
anime.
at
Yeah.
least. Like I know the main characters.
Yeah, the anime's
Sure.
on Netflix at the moment. So.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
Weeble, right, okay.
Right,
Bring it on
So-
home.
finally,
Here we go. The
Strap
Fiesta
yourself in.
Resistance.
because we have the Licky Licky.
Here it is, the Licky Licky.
So Licky Licky is called antinomy, and antinomy is the phenomena when you have a mutual incompatibility between two laws, or more commonly used for things like this sentence is false, or there is no absolute truth. Like, so it's things where it's a contradictory statement. And what
Okay.
does that have to do with Licky Licky? And you might ask, fuck all. But what does antinomy have to do with Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds? Now that's a whole different story.
We've
Yeah, so I'm going to spoil the last arc in both the Western and the Japanese form of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh yeah,
5Ds.
guys, yeah, you just
in
want to
this one.
skip ahead if you don't want
So,
spoilers from the end of
previously-
Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D.
Yeah, if you care about the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
It is
Look away now!
Yes. Well, the final arc was never actually released in English because they wanted to move on to their new series.
I was
later.
pissed.
I know, because you didn't get to see the fucking Jack Atlas's horrible voice for more and more. Right. You're So, let's go. So, in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, we meet up with our friend Yusei Fudo in the wonderful world of Neo Domino City. Yusei is now a hero midway through this series. Neo Domino City. Yusei has saved the world from the Dark Signers even, and he is reunited the slums of Satellite to Neodomina City.
Sorry, the slums of
Satellite. And the rich
Satellite
power
is
of
like it's an offshooty bit of...
It used to be one city, but then it broke out because shit happened. And the Neodomina City is powered by a thing called momentum, or NRD. And these are these mythical particles that react to dueling energy. But they're not. They are also sentient and can bend to the whims of the people riding the duel runners and the people of the earth in general.
It's card games on motorcycles.
Card games on motorcycles, motherfuckers. So, we are introduced at the start of this arc to a brand new enemy. It is a duelist who seals synchro summonings, which is the main summoning mechanic of the show. And
I got doubled down on a Weeble. Yeah. Weeble, he mentioned synchro summoning. Weeble.
Synchro show can. And as they are preparation... yes. So whilst Yusei is preparing for the World Grand Duel Tournament, which is going to be the biggest tournament in the world for duel monsters, he encounters an enemy who's sealing his synchro summons and causing many people to crash, and he's trying to find a way to get around it. A mysterious masked duelist challenges him to a duel and shows him a thing called Axel Synchro Summoning, which is a way to get around this mysterious evil machine duelist who he is facing.
I was thinking for a second it was the masked protagonist in the movie. It was like, protagonist!
Anyway, this mysterious masked duelist goes on to fight the main bad that is introduced to the series and crazily loses, and somehow loses all of his memories as well. And then he washes up upon shore and he is taken into care by Yusei and his friends. And he goes under the name Bruno, is the name that he is given. Bruno, the people don't really trust to begin with, is an amnesiac, except he loves dual runners. And he fixes Yusei's motorcycle to make it go really, really fast. Yusei is finally trying to... Yeah, sorry, I feel you were about to say something there.
No, I'm just wondering where this is going. I was like...
It's going places, believe me.
Okay. Is it going really, really fast on a motorcycle?
Yeah, it is going really, really fast. That is one of the things how to do Axel Synchro Summoning. So, Bruno and Yusei and the gang, they get to become friends and they are preparing for the Grand Prix. The Grand Prix starts. Yusei still hasn't worked out how to do Axel Synchro Summoning that this mysterious masked duelist who has disappeared off the planet
He's a fucking
showed
scrub.
him once.
Doesn't even know how to Axel Synchro Summon.
Doesn't even know how to Axel Synchro Summon.
Doesn't even know how to Acro Synchro Summon, everyone. Jesus!
Halfway through the Grand Prix, Bruno starts to gain his memories back, and all things are not as it seems. Not as it seems.
Oh my
god. Yusei gets into the final duel against the mysterious the three leaders of Iliasta, who are the main antagonists of the series. He starts to beat them, but then they actually form into one whole person. This person is called Aporia, and he is a new big bad. Yusei goes to defeat them, but it turns out Aporia wanted to be defeated, so they can have as much dual energy as possible. In this final duel against Aporia, Yusei learns how to Axel Synchro Summon by clearing his mind and going really, really fast. But this dual energy created causes a massive city in the sky to appear and comes crashing down towards Neodomina City, just trying to destroy everything. It is called
Give me a minute, hang on. Whoa. Okay.
So there's card games, then motorcycles, then a city falls from the sky.
And because Yusei is the main protagonist, he rides his motorcycle into this flying city into the sky.
He flies his motorcycle.
The big bad called
No, doesn't he go up a flipping Rainbow Bridge?
No, he goes up the Rainbow Bifrost, who, like, one of the minor antagonists summons for him, but you don't want to know that.
We got Viking shit.
We got Viking shit. We got Odin. We got you, man. Anyway, so in this mysterious city. So we are in Arc Cradle, and the main protagonists are told that they have to defeat a mysterious duelist to go towards the big bad of Zedome before they can face him. Like anyone would, you got to defeat the underlings first. Yusei and Bruno get transported into a serious section, and Yusei finds out that there is no duelist that he has to fight against, and he's really weirded out by that. And this is where he's really weirded out by that, and this is where Bruno reveals all. He is not Bruno. He is Antinomy, and he is a robot sent back in time by the big bad to help Yusei learn Accel Synchro Summoning so that the big bad can destroy the world. Yusei and Antinomy start fighting on a...
that was going to be the end of the story!
No.
We've come back to the Licky Licky's name!
It's coming back to that, don't you worry. This very duel will come back to that. No.
Join us in episode 2 for the next end of this story.
Exciting
Yusei and Antinomy start dueling, but not only are they are dueling in a fucking space race course. Think Rainbow Road, but more death. The loser of the duel will be, but more death. The loser of this duel will be sucked into a star. Yes, I did the star. And during this match, not only does Bruno or Antinomy Accel Synchro Summons, he goes even further beyond and shows Yusei there's even more to this with a Delta Accel Synchro Summoning, which causes the star that they're going to be sucked into to explode and become a black hole. So the loser of the duel will now be sucked into a black hole.
Instead of the star.
Instead of a star.
Monster.
Yusei, being our protagonist, wins, as you do, and Bruno on his dying breath has a face turn and goes, he only showed Yusei the Delta Accel Synchro Summon so he can use it to defeat the big bad, who he doesn't actually want the world to be destroyed. What does this have to do with Licky Licky, however? Well...
Fuck all, next episode, let's get...
This is my favourite duel, it's my favourite story arc in the whole show, and Bruno, or Antinomy's, his deck type is called Tech Genius. And the Tech Genius of my team is Licky Licky. He's got the tech, he is genius, therefore it is only right to honour the best...
Hang on, I just got to take this. Yeah, we got him. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we got him.
The best duel in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the best mon on my team, my most excited, praise be to Antinomy the Licky Licky, the Tech Genius. I told you to strap in, and I told you that this is not my fault.
I'm a little mad right now. A little mad.
Yeah. And that's the thing. This was the shortened version of what I was going to say. So
I could have been in bed by now. we could. Oh,
right.
To be fair, that was a satisfying end to...
I mean, I was not aware that Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds went as batshit insane as it did. You know.
You should watch it. If you enjoyed the original, then you'll enjoy this a lot more, probably.
You only need to watch it for the voice of the deuteragonist, of Jack Atlas, in English, if you're watching it like that, like a heathen.
How does his voice sound?
Well, he actually sounds like...
he is very British.
I wish he sounded like that.
I'm the master of faster, Jack Atlas. He's very British. It's
I'm the
ridiculous.
best duelist around.
It's like, I'm hoping you don't think this is meant to make sense. Oh, he's fucking banging. Yeah. So to cover again, Arnoldi Hoshikawa, Kindred Spirit, Velkana, Cardinal Sin, Donny Pham, Aphicida, Haribo, Kendrick, Antinomy, and Bang.
We really did need the rundown again, because I've forgotten
yeah.
in the meantime.
Don't worry, I had this planned out for this entire time.
Yeah. I'm going to say my favourite is not the... The end of that really made the story feel better.
There was two punchlines I was trying to build up.
Yeah.
One at the start, one at the end.
Do you know what? I like Velkana.
Velkana's good. I like. I think Kindred Spirit's actually my favourite. I really like that.
Yeah.
It's a really good name.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But Haribo just makes me chuckle.
Yeah.
What was it? What did you have? It was called like Pringles something. Or
Mine was
Pringles.
just called Pringles, and it was always set as male, so it had the big moustache because it has the huge curly Pringles moustache.
Oh shit! We could use gender tag against you. Could use your gender against you.
You could have done back then.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh,
If you could,
2018 then.
well, now you can be a machine sent back in time to destroy me in season 2.
He will with
There
that
you
licky time traveling monster.
Not only was a machine, he was one of the last 4 people on Earth. So when the machine,
But he was a machine.
he wasn't originally a machine. The big bad turned him into a machine after he died. Or made a replica of him after he died, after the giant genocide from the.
But why?
You don't want to go into this, Joe. There are 5 minutes of this that I cut out talking about the energy particles momentum, the fucking genocide of the entire human race, and why the big bad was the last human on Earth and turned his friends into machines. But we cut that out.
Can confirm I have watched it and he did admit a lot.
And
also, this big bad
one of the
also
people
made the big bad from the movie, who was a very big bad and got the original Yugi in it.
The last 4 people left on
Time
Earth, one
travel.
of them was sent back to kill Maximilian Pegasus before he invented Duel Links, and he was thwarted by Yusei, Judai, and Yugi in the movie 3D Beyond Time.
Time traveling motorcycles.
Time traveling card games on motorcycles.
Go watch Yugi.
I think I need to up my game. I need to
Well, I figured as we didn't have any Weeb alerts last time, we had a really sort of, mellow show or sensible one. I should probably
they're
like
also
fucking
sensible.
They were.
learned. So learned.
When we have anime to talk about, we had another 30 minutes onto the episode.
Exactly. I even got it with the fucking corpse lily. I can crowbar it in anywhere.
Shovel it in.
Just shovel it in my veins.
PK, what's your favourite name? I'm actually curious.
It's probably, if it wasn't for the fact that I love antinomy, so like it would be Cardinal Sin. I think. I think it was a really nice play on words.
To me, that feels like it's come from like an emo band or something. It's like a name of a song or a band name.
I mean, a cardinal sin is any of the 7 deadly sins. It's a famous phrase, and obviously,
I know, but
and he's a bishop, which is also
that's the
cardinal.
thing.
Like,
he's like an edgy. He's literally an
He's a
edgy,
pair of
dark
scissors, yeah.
Mond.
yeah, he is.
Yeah,
definition of emo.
I think it's another good name. Yeah.
Yeah, but no.
There you go. That finally. Get his name right.
And that's all the bloody name rating you're getting. Jeez, we're
Consider
done.
yourself lucky. That was the abridged version.
I wish it was the imprint.
Because then it would be like,
I came.
Took
Look at it.
I gotta get in there. Okay, should we have a very quick look at the
Yes, indeed.
fixtures for next time? I know At Your League went through a bit, but there was a couple of things I wanted to
Run
point
through
out.
quickly. So we have Johto Group match 1 is Rob versus Ray. And Dom.
Oh, yeah, why are we starting with Johto?
Well,
Because
that's
Pokemon
the
Johto.
first. That's the first. Oh no! I've
is,
scrolled up now. I've scrolled up now.
That's Gen 2, Joe.
I didn't realize there was more scrolling to be had.
If you just look at the pictures, it's the
Gen
top
2.
2 rows fighting each other and the bottom 2 rows fighting each other because it's yellows first. So we should point out that it's at the top of the leaderboards we have all the reds and blues, in the bottom we have all the yellows and greens. So
I'd also like to point out that every
we
team that's
repping with our experience.
every team that's 1-1+2 is in second place except for me. So
Yeah. All that pummeling, all on 1-1+2.
yeah,
Our league, sadly, after their fraudulent victory with
slaying of
+3.
the youngling.
+3. Oh,
The poor Bidoofs.
The poor Padoos.
But I would just like to say that, All Out Public has the same score as the Season 4 champion.
The reigning champion. So we're good company.
All champs,
All champs here.
Yeah. But yeah, PK, you do need to get one more point to, so we can all
Don't
be
worry.
on the same row.
That is the plan. I plan to get 6 more points.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I've got to try.
We'll be trying
You'll
to.
be fighting very hard.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I understand. It's all fair in love and war. And this
So-
is war.
Shall I start from Kanto Group or
go
do we?
Kanto.
Yeah.
We'll
So
just
Kanto
do it
Group
over.
match 1, we have Chris versus Tom.
Yep. which is the new grand final rematch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Kanto Group match 2 is going to be John versus Seb. Then Johto
Another Brothers in Arms duel.
Sorry.
Isn't that a Brothers in Arms duel? Aren't John and Seb friends? Is that what they are? Is that how they know one another?
I can't remember who brought Seb in.
I think it was Handsome John himself.
Maybe.
The man.
Maybe. Yeah, and then we have Johto Group match 1, which is Rob versus Ray and Dom.
Oh, that is going to be a spicy game.
The spicy one.
That's an old school. That's an old school match right there.
That's a tussle. That's a tussling.
Who do you think on that match?
I think Rob's got it.
I do think Rob's got it.
I don't know. I kind of feel like the Slowbro. Actually, no. Rob does have a really good team.
I can't think of the teams like
Yeah,
matchup wise.
I'm not
think
looking at the
Rob will
matchup, but
Yeah.
Tilt at the fact that he's fighting both Ray and Dom, and it'll just fall to pieces. You're like, I can't beat both Ray and Dom.
Yeah, you
at the same
can.
time.
Even I've done it.
See, even PK's done it. That's how
then-
bad the Slow.
Resident shitter now.
resident.
Now Sam's gone. I'm the resident shitter from the shows.
Hey!
I mean, season 3 champion Sam Chill.
All of the guests on Out of Your League, the new shitters of Out of Your League. Oh no!
Is Crispy the new shitter of?
I mean, I don't want that title, so you can have it.
The Johto Group match 2 is our own PK versus John. Then there's so many John in the league.
There's 3.
Next up, we have Hoenn Group match 1, which is JP versus Sam.
JP and Becky. Versus
Yes,
Yes.
yes, JP. And
God damn! No one can get it right.
it's not on the. It's not actually on the. On the title
it
there.
isn't.
It just says JP versus Sam, and it doesn't
does.
say.
Yeah, then in the comments, I think it's corrected. 'Cause
Oh,
I instantly tagged them to make them feel. No, not to. I just feel bad for.
You went,
Becky.
excuse me. Then we have Hoenn Group match 2, which is Crispy versus Kit. Then we have Sinnoh Group match 1, which is Ed versus me.
the Metagross medal match of years gone by.
Metagross medal rematch from season 3.
Years gone by.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one. Ed with
I'm
his
looking forward to
strongest
watching it.
team ever.
His U-turn team. Oh god.
Yeah,
And then-
highest rated team.
Finally, we have Sinnoh Group match 2, which is Alana versus Mark.
Yeah.
And that is that.
Yeah.
And that's the end of Group 1 after this
It's
round.
the end of the
So,
first
yeah.
group stage. Yeah.
Yeah, we're kicking on. That's what, third of the way through, pretty much.
I think
Yeah.
the groups this
Goes quickly, doesn't it?
The groups
Yeah.
this round have been super spicy in terms of like the matchups. Really enjoyed the different matches that we've seen because we've seen some good rematches of some old rivalries. Also
But we
with
have also
some
seen some
sprinkling of some
slayings as
yellow.
well. Like,
Yeah, there have been a few slayings.
but I think that's because we've had 4 new people this season, so I feel like it was more likely to happen.
Yeah,
I still
it's true.
think this
The
way
mix
is
is
probably
varied.
the best way to do it, like mixing it up from the start. Whereas before we had the color groups just fight one another.
I don't think you can sleep on them. Like I think like Joe said.
Oh no, I'm not saying that you can. I'm saying it's more
John's
likely
getting a bit
that
better.
And some of the slayings that have been, like Jin.
And the King was put up
Not
a
against-
good fight
yeah.
against me. They could have won if they just clicked Shell Smash another time.
Yeah.
The Badoo still probably beat me.
But it was probably and the
Unless they get
Bewares-
freeze tried to death.
The
But, yeah.
Bewares have been playing great.
Yeah.
And
Find themselves
Frogadiers,
0-2.
The beast in it, despite their 1-1 -1. I mean, they're in probably
I know.
the toughest group.
The Frogadiers is 0-2 -9, JP.
Sorry,
you say?
No. It's
I-
1-1 -1.
The Frogadiers.
The Frogadoos.
Frogadiers.
Frogadoo dads.
Oh, yeah.
1-1
Sorry,
-1.
I'm looking at the Kingsdown Kindreds. My fucking
Oh, no,
my bad.
No, you gotta look at the Froggy Boys.
Yeah, sorry. My bad. Completely my bad. Fuck. Right. So actually, we have all new players at the bottom so far, except for Mr. Handsome J. Right.
He's brand new to the league, never seen these.
Brand new, never
before.
seen.
I
that
couldn't even
man
remember them earlier.
Yeah, that's true. If only you had something catchier, like a Kabuto.
Yeah. I'm not terribly looking forward to our match versus the Ella kids. There's always been a bit of a rivalry between me and Sam because we had the
And it's usually in the
out of season one.
Usually in the upper
storming
bracket as well.
group stage. Yeah, and like we were the closest on Ed stats like a season or two ago. Yeah, no, it's always really close games, and I hate fighting him, but they're always good games. They're always good games.
Yeah, should be a spicy round.
Very spicy indeed. And I think on that note, it's time to end. Thank you very much for joining us for another episode of All Out Pummeling. Next one should be out soon after the end of this one. Probably after Outer Leagues come out because, we've got a lot of Monster Hunter to play.
We do have a lot of Monster Hunter to play, yeah. And my match isn't for a while, so...
And our full-time editor is no longer a full-time editor.
Exactly.
He's a part-time editor.
Part-time editor now.
He's an editor for fun, like a hero for fun, not an editor for fun.
But yeah, no. So there will be more league plays coming out, and I think I will be doing the next of the Outer League All That Pummeling crossover things because I think Sam's had some issues with his software. So I'll be doing that at some point, hopefully in the very near future. And yeah. Oh, also Outer League. If you've run out of people to interview, you got your buddies from All That Pummeling over.
We already have the audio set up, ready to go. We can be there.
Even more saturation of the market. We'll take it all.
But no, seriously, I like talking to people. Unless anyone's got anything else to say, that's all from me.
Yeah, well, I guess
That's
that
all from
leaves us to end the same way we end every episode.
I think you're quite right, Joe.
How do you want the episode tonight?
The same way we end every episode, JP. Because as we say at the end of every episode of All That Pummeling, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. The Ds stand for Do Watch It. Good night.
Suppose we don't watch it.
Not in my world.
Oh, good bye night, morning,
Good
afternoon.
morning, everyone.
Good morning, Vietnam. No, we got bonking to do. Let's go.
Let's bonk.
Let's bonking rounds.